Hi everybody, thanks for watching my little tutorial today. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really cool friendship bracelet. And it's actually really simple. So what you're going to need is a clipboard, a binder clip, a pair of scissors, a ruler, some cording. This happens to be waxed cotton cording, but you can pretty much use any type of cording, whatever you prefer. And 10 beads that's going to fit on your cording, and a little charm. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is set my clipboard aside and my binder clip and everything, and I'm going to cut 3 pieces of my cording, and they're going to be 48 inches long. Now, if you're like me and you have a little 12-inch ruler, it's really simple. You just measure 4 times on the ruler. Duh. But if you happen to have a 40-inch ruler, more power to you. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly do this. Cords. Okay, so now I have 3 pieces that are 48 inches long, give or take a few inches. I mean, I don't know, I just did it 4 times on the ruler. It's a 12-inch ruler, you do the math. Okay, so set those aside. The next piece you're going to cut is just going to be a 12-inch piece. And you can make it a little longer if you want to, but you really don't need to. And so I wouldn't recommend it. You don't want to waste your cord. Okay, so take the extras and just set them aside for another project. Okay, so now you're going to take all 3 cords and line them up, make sure they're even at the top. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Let me just zoom in a little bit here. So I'm going to make sure they're all lined up. Like so. Okay. And fold them in half. Again, making sure that they're good and even at the ends. Like so. And then take your short cord, which I dropped on the floor, so I had to go get it. So take your short cord and line it up, kind of in the center. And it's really easy. You're going to make an overhand knot with all these cords. I'm telling you, this bracelet's going to be very easy to make. You'll want to make a ton of them. Okay, so you simply just make an overhand knot with all the cords. Make sure you get the little loop thing here. Make sure you get the knot as close to that as possible. It'll come in handy later, trust me. And you just want to pull really tight. Okay, so a trick that I started to do, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. The trick that I started to do was pulling each of the individual strands to make sure that that knot is nice and tight. So that's what I'm going to do right now. It's hard to get everything nice and tight all together at one time, so I just do individually. Okay, now you have your knot and your loop at the end, see? Alright, so now put your scissors aside because you're not going to need them. Well, right now you're not going to need them. And put your ruler away. Now is the fun part. So what you want to do is take the short string, which is the 12-inch one, find it, kind of take it out a little bit. Okay, and you're going to clip this to your clipboard just to keep everything straight. Now you're going to add your beads, and what you want to do is add 10 beads, and you want to make sure that the beads fit onto your cording. And before you even buy the beads, I would just make sure, because some beads, they're only designed to go on the really thin cords, like the like the jewelry wire and stuff, and you want something that has a good hole in it. These are just cheapy plastic beads, nothing spectacular, but I thought they looked cute with the purple because they have kind of an iridescent shimmer to them. And you want to add 10 beads to the short cord. This is going to make your life easier. You add the beads first and then start working on the bracelet. You don't have to constantly add the beads each time. It's just all right there, ready to go. And to carry my beads, I'm just using a little bank container. It's, you know, just to show you. So I'm not like showing you my entire bead collection, which is really scary. Okay, so 10 beads. And after that, you simply want to tie an overhand knot just to keep them on the string. You don't want to lose your beads. You're going to be getting rid of this knot later, so don't worry about making it perfect. Okay, so now you've got your middle strand with the beads on it. And now, what you want to do is take the bracelet and make sure that your middle strand of beads is in the center as best as you can. I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but just make sure it's somewhere in the middle.